is Amy Burns. I'm the Operational Sustainability Manager here at Penningtons.
My name is Keith Sargent. I'm the Facilities Manager here at Penningtons.
Following our ESOS Phase 3 assessment, we had a number of recommendations from a consultant around how we can reduce the energy. Given that we exist within multi-tenanted buildings in all of our 7 sites, there was actually not that much opportunity for us to be able to save energy from our HVAC and our lighting systems. Much of that we don't have control over and very much reliant on our landlord and managing agents making the first step. When it came to looking for energy savings out the back of the ESOS assessment, it was focused on plug energy and how we could save on electricity usage from our computer and appliance usage. So some of the challenges that we faced, along with understanding our small power usage, was engagement from our employees and our partners in device switch off, which essentially was non-existent. Understanding kind of individual and combined impacts of what our equipment was doing was also non-existent before we went to measurable energy. So although we knew it was a win because the credentials were there when we purchased the items, we didn't realise how good they were going to be in comparison to the old screens that we were using. And that then helped feed in as a driver to be able to update the screens in the remaining sites as soon as possible so that we could maximise on that saving.
We were introduced to measurable energy. You introduced us to a smart socket solution. We were able to install it in 4 of our sites, and we've already seen an immediate cost saving and energy reduction.
I think in Birmingham, which is the first site that we realised savings in, the billing's quite delayed, so we wanted to see the real cost savings come through before we kind of validated the results, and they were real. We'd managed to save 50% from energy costs over the first 6-month period, which was extraordinary. We didn't think it was going to be that high. In essence, it's kind of paying for itself. It's been a really positive experience. The Birmingham team were the first that we implemented it into, and they've really enjoyed having the sockets on the desks, seeing the light colours change depending on the green intensity of the grid at the time. Some have adopted more positive behaviours when plugging in their mobile phone devices, and some just quite like fancy lights on their desk. We're getting some form of engagement, but people are understanding obviously what they are, and it feeds into that kind of wider engagement and awareness piece, which is really critical for us as a business.
To install the plug sockets, you just need a qualified electrician. There isn't anything fancy about the plug socket installation. So when we were doing our refurbishment of a few of our offices, our electrician that was working on site easily installed. The team at Measurable Energy have been very helpful and giving us training on the portal. The portal's very good. It gives you live data.
The interesting thing about the portal is it's sat alongside our occupancy tool. So we have a hot desking system in place at Penningtons, and so people essentially through a resource booking tool, they will select the desk that they want to sit in on the day. But we know that not always people are turning up at those desks, and we also know that sometimes people may only use that desk for an hour. What Measurable Energy's portal's been able to support us with is seeing how long that desk has actually been used for, or how long essentially the equipment's been used. So it's given us an extra bit of insight which will help us in the future with some of our real estate planning decisions of our offices following the implementation of agile working. So there's almost 50% desk space for the entire headcount within the company. However, if we find obviously that desks aren't being used, there's potentially opportunity to either reduce space in future, which obviously provides a cost saving, or to use the space in a different way, which could obviously kind of adapt and create nicer workspaces for people. If you're on the fence about measurable energy, here's what I'd say. It's about unlocking visibility into your building's hidden energy waste. Measurable energy gives you real-time, actionable insights that empower your team to make smarter, more sustainable decisions. You don't need to be an energy expert to see the impact. It's intuitive, measurable, and proven to deliver results. If sustainability and cost savings are on your agenda, then this is a no-brainer.